Hi, and thank you for tuning in to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. In this occasion, we're going to be using the new Baby Bliss trimmer, the cordless one. It looks good, and it's alright. It's nothing like Andy Slimline Pro or nothing like the Andy Slimline regular, the black one. Nothing also like the Warthog Detailer or the GTX, but it still it still work. But I'm used to it to the other trimmers. It has two different engine speed, 6,000 and 5,500. The reason that I think that is behind it is just in case, so if you don't want to run battery so quick, then you go with the 5,500. Another explanation for that reason also could be like if you have little kids and you're doing a shape up, you want to just slow down the speed of it, so that's why they do that. But right now we're using the magic clip with the lever semi-closed, and we're gonna do like maybe an inch to half an inch. What we're doing in this little kit is we're doing the tight fade with we're gonna cut the top with the scissors, and we're gonna do a comb over with the line on the side top. And but yeah, you know, we just we're doing using the magic clip, like I was saying. We're gonna go all around, and yes, you know, make sure you, I mean, it may looks to you like it's half an inch, or it looks maybe like if it's an inch. Whatever it is the case that you see in, that's the space that you want to do. I'm doing this video, I know that my English is not the best, but I'm trying. I speak Spanish, a lot of Spanish, so it is definitely a little complicated to come out with the right words, but you know, just at least by me showing the video how I do my work, hopefully you understand it even more than what I could speak. Right now we're using the we're gonna, now that we did that level, we're not gonna make like another level. We just right away we're gonna use the 116, and we're gonna take the bulkiness is the main focus. We're not gonna try to make another level, but we going to kind of like try to lift up, you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna make, like I said, we're not gonna make another level. Now we're gonna jump in. It's gonna make a line, see that line? So now that line that it was created, even though we didn't want to make another level, we're gonna bring it down with the 1/8. all right? And then when you bring it with the 1/8 with the level open, it's gonna take it down, but it still shows some line, and I don't want to go higher than that with that guard. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the guard number 2, which is that one, and we're gonna grab it and we're gonna stroke it that way, like that. And notice the stroke is gonna be longer, but as I go up, it's like I'm lifting it and I'm going slow because I want to be able to take what I need, you know. And when I do it fast, I don't want to take something that I'm gonna regret it. So notice how it did take the hard dark line that it was there. See, now we just gonna keep passing it from left to right, right to left, and we're gonna maintain that focus with the guard number 2. The level is closed at this time. The level is closed, and I'm still passing it. Now we switch to the 1/8 with the level open, and we're gonna pass it in that area right there. You see that shadow? That's where I pointed right there. That's where we're gonna pass it. There's gonna be times that I'm gonna just use the corner of the clipper, and the reason why I use the corner of the clipper is because only take that a little bit. No, I don't use the whole blade, and then that will erase me the fade in other areas that I don't need to. That's why I always use the corners. At this point, I close the level, and I'm passing it in that area right there. I make sure that the level is completely closed, and I pass it again from right to left, left to right. Right now I noticed that it didn't grab nothing, so that means when it don't grab hair, that means that I gotta switch the guard. So I switch it to the 116 level open, and I pass it. I could have passed it closed with the level closed, but I don't want to do that because I want to go through levels. I want to make sure when I'm passing in top of that line that I pass it like 2-3 times, that it grab whatever it needs the most. And then little by little, see, I close it right there, and now it's gonna start like almost going away. But notice how I pass it, and then in the areas that I see that is dark, they don't take it. I use the corner and I stay there like until I see that it goes away. And so yeah, I'm passing it, keep passing it, and right there in the area, then I make sure that it's completely closed. And now we're gonna pass it, see, like, you know, a couple of times. Then I open the level in this point because my eyes saw that there was a shadow out there, so I went in that area where I'm passing it. That's when that's where every time I'm passing the blade, it's in that area, and in that area is the focus of where I'm passing, where I want to bring down. Right now there's no guard, and we're gonna use the almost closed but not completely closed of the level, and we using no guards. And we're gonna notice the stroke on it is very short. It stay right there, you know what I mean? You don't go high, I don't go higher, I stay right there. And that's what we're gonna maintain and do. Just try to maintain it right there, keep it right there in that area, okay? And then brush it out, keep it right there, okay? Brush it, then close it a little bit more, and make sure I keep passing it right there, keep passing it right there, brush it out, keep passing it. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a little tired, but you know, from working a lot, cutting a lot of hair and editing, it's 1 in the morning doing this video, so it definitely takes from me, it takes from everything. But just so that way I still could help anybody out there that is watching this video. Right now it's still level open. Now we're gonna use the trimmer because I still see some lines that that trimmer they don't wanna kinda take off. So see, now we did. Now we're gonna pass it one more time in that area in the bottom, because like I said, this trimmer, it's okay, but it's not like the best. So what I'm trying to do is pass it over and over where I think that it needs to go down more. We're gonna go back jump to magic clip with the 1/8 level open, and in that area that I just point, I'm passing it right there because I see that there's still like some shadow and whatnot. At this point, we're gonna grab guard number 2. In this clipper guards, they're called Speed Zero Guide. Their numbers are totally different than other, but the system is, you know, the same. It's level 2 basically. Right now we're using the shaver Speed Zero. I mean, we still using the shaver Brew Series 9, and this shaver is really good. I haven't had no issues with it so far. It always charged. I have not yet encountered one time that I have not run out of charge. The reason is because the station, you just easily put it in the station and then it just stay put, you know, and it charge and it clean itself. So it's not like you gotta plug it in. Right now we're gonna use the technique scissors over comb. This is the oyster scissors. You can get it at Sally's, Amazon, eBay. I know there's a million of different scissors out there to choose, but you choose whatever you feel comfortable with it. To me, this one it does the trick. It worked perfectly. This technique, you could easily if you don't know how to use this, you could still use guard number 3 and pass it around there. But with this, I have more control of what I want to take and to do more blend in. And in this case, you see the area right there, there's a little dark right there, so that's why I want to grab it and only, you know what I mean, and then the hair, it blends in a lot better. Notice that the comb has teeth. The teeth are small, so it's acting like a 116. So when you pass it, it just grab it, those little hair that with the other teeth would not grab. Okay, so now we're going to the back, and we're gonna start to erase, not to make another level, just to, you know, we lift it up the line, and we're not trying to make another level, we just try to fade it, you know what I mean. And you're gonna notice the top where it finished fading, it makes like another, it's not a line, but if you want to see it like it's a line or bulkiness of shadow, right there I open the level. That's the 118 with the level open, and right away I tackle it. I want to take that bulkiness and that shadow right away, because we don't want to make no other level, we want to start fading. And notice how it's going away. And so I go from left to right, right to left. You know, if I'm repeating myself a lot, it's because the mother of learning is repetition. You know what I mean? I want you to get what exactly I'm doing, how exactly I'm explaining it, so you know you got an idea of what it goes into the process, not just by looking at it, you know what I mean, but just by what I'm saying also. So right now I'm working with the level. As I'm going down, I'm closing the level little by little, and then we're gonna focus, you know what I mean, we're gonna the stroke little by little, and then once if it doesn't grab, then we go to the next level. We could have been the 116, but I'm doing this. The reason why I'm not putting the 116 and I'm using the half right away is for those people that may not have the 116 and they're like, Jeff, what happened if I don't have the 116? Well, I'm showing you that you can still manage how to do the fade in without that guard. You can go to the next level. What's the next level? Well, the magic clip with the level open, and then use the corner. And then now in the bottom, we're gonna use semi-close, but not all the way close. And then we're gonna open the level, and we're gonna pass it around there in that area. Then we open it again and pass it right there. And we're gonna pass it where we see the shadows, where it sees a little dark right there. I see a little dark right there. Then I keep passing it. The level is semi-close, but not completely close. Now I open the level and I pass it right there. Now I open it completely and pass it there, and pass it there, and keep passing it in the areas that you may see that there's some spot, dark spot. The level is closed. Now that level is open. The reason why I do that is when I pass it and I don't see that it grabbed the first time, then I go and lower it a little bit. I don't want to assume and pass it, you know what I mean, and then it takes too much. Right now we're doing what we did in the side, scissors over comb. Get a comb that is light color, like a gray or white, so when you grab the hair, you'll be able to see the hair, how much hair you are taking off. Notice how the scissor is level with the comb straight. That way you can take more and lift up the hair, you know what I mean, like if you're doing a fade too. We're using guard number 3. The reason is because in that area right there is bulkiness. I could have done it with the scissors, but just once again I'm showing you that how that you could do it. If you don't have a scissor or you don't know how to use the scissor, you could pass number 3. See, I'm going many ways just to show, because there's gonna be people viewing it, and then people are gonna say, yeah, but what about if I don't know how to use it, or I don't want to use it, I want to use the guard 3, can I still do it? There's the answer right here. But yeah, there's also another way that I do that, which is the scissors over comb, and I also show it. Right now, once we took all that bulkiness, we're gonna jump into the 1A, and we're gonna right away scrape that line, and notice that I stay right in the line. You see what I'm saying? That's with the level semi-open. Now it's completely open, and we're gonna go right at that area right there, and we're gonna blend in. We're gonna take the bulkiness or the shadow or that line, whatever you want to call it. I never claim that my way is the only way and is the best way, because I'm sure you probably know a way that you're already used to it. I'm just showing this for someone that maybe want to become a barber, or a girl that want to become a barber. And so I give an idea of how I do it, so I could put it to work and practice and maybe, you know, learn it. This is level guard 2, and notice we're gonna pass it in that area where you see the shadow right there. And now we're gonna close the level. It was the level open, now we're closing it because we noticed that it was not grabbing. So when you don't grab here, that's when you close the level. Even though you close the level and everything and still don't grab, then you can switch to another guard. In this case, we're going to the bottom part, and I'm gonna show you with the level open, and we're gonna pass it right there in that area. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm sure I never claim that my way is the best way and it's the only way, because I'm not saying that. But what I do is, hopefully you may see a technique or a way that I hold the clip, maybe the way that I switch the guards, maybe the way that I start my fades, maybe the way that I wear my glove, even the gloves, even how I record a video. You maybe see the way that I record a video, and you have you have an idea, and you want to put it to practice. And if it works, that's the reason why I make this video. Now, since we already did the 116 and we cleared everything that we could, now we're going to tackle the last line. And as you notice, right in front of your eyes disappear the blade, and that was using just the magic clip with the level semi-open. Now it's closed. Now I open it. Notice how I do it with the same hand. I close the level and open it. Right now we're jumping to the shaver. And this, like I said, this is the Broom Series 9. It comes with a station, it's charged, and it cleans itself. And the head, it goes into the station, so you don't even have to plug it in. It's just the minute that you put the head, it's just like put it in the place, and automatically it's charging without you plugging nothing. So it's easy. The minute that you put it to rest, it's actually charging it. You don't have to, like, there's some people, and it's not, I don't want to offend nobody, but my time, myself, with other shavers, laziness, I forgot to always plug it in, and then next thing you know, it was dead. But there's no way that it goes dead, because when you put it to rest, it's charging. That's what I like about that shaver, and a lot of other stuff. Right now that I did the shaver, now that I got a clear view how the fade is almost looking, now it's gonna come out. Now it's gonna pop out some little things here and there, and now I'm gonna get those little details, and I'm using the magic clip with the level open, and I'm using the corners, and I'm just tackling those little black spot, and that's what I'm doing. That again, I used the level 3 guard 3 here, but there was still left some hair dark, so that's why we're gonna tackle it with this technique. If you don't feel like you are comfortable using the scissors over comb, remember, the only way you're gonna get comfortable is by going through those headaches, using it, putting it to practice. Anybody could be a barber by looking around, but the minute that you become really the barber is when you go through those trials and tribulation, when you go through those headaches, when you put it to practice, where you have to beat the uncomfortable. When you are scared, you have to beat that of being scared, because otherwise, how you gonna succeed? How you gonna if you don't battle? The only way through the storm is going through the storm. You know what I mean? Regardless, it's gonna be scary, but go through the storm, and that's how you're gonna know if you could sustain, if you built to sustain those strong winds. Metaphorically, if you are to be the best barber out there, you gotta handle all type of situation, all type of hair. You know what I mean? All type of different clients, attitudes, and all that, and that's gonna build your character. I know I'm going off of the subject of what I'm trying to say, but right here we put in saturating the top with a lot of water, and we're gonna cone it at least how we wanted the hair to be, to the side. and then the front. We're gonna grab, this is I call it the stylus technique, because it's different compared to the scissors over comb. The stylus technique, notice how I start from the sides where the bulkiness is, and I make my first guideline. Another thing that you should pay attention is notice how I grab the hair with the comb and kind of then click it with my 2 fingers. Excuse me. And then notice how my comb hangs on it rests on my thumb, while the scissor cuts the exposed hair in between my fingers. Now another thing you gotta notice is the hair that I already cut on the right compared to the one on the left. The left is gonna be longer compared to the one in the right, and that's gonna be the guidance, and that's how it's gonna be to let you know where exactly how much you gotta take. There's gonna be kids that always gonna want to put their hair in a certain way. You just gotta make sure you put it in the way you want to be comfortable, that you want to see what you're seeing, like you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. And that's why I use this way of recording my videos, so that way you have an idea that it's kind of like yourself, how you should place the hands like that, how you should hold the scissors like that, how you should rest the comb like that, how you should wear even a glove. The reason why I wear a glove is because obviously the hair could get stuck in your skin and make an infection, and it's very uncomfortable. Right now we're using scissors over comb, and that it makes it, those areas that are real short, I cannot get it with the style the way that I was cutting at top. So now what I do is, right now at this point, I'm just make sure I comb everything the way that I want it. I'm doing the natural thing right there, the natural dividing line. I'm just trying to find the natural line, and then notice how I go backward, and that's because the hair, the only way that I'm gonna be able to grab it if I go against the grain, is what I meant to say. But yeah, and then so now we turn the climb to this side. On this case, if you notice, I'm moving the chair instead of me moving, because it's just more easier for me when I'm recording. But I leave the client usually watching TV and whatnot, but since I'm recording, so I'm moving the chair. Now we cut in the front, but we're not gonna cut it too much. In the front right there, I noticed they have some hairs that curl in, they're too short and curl in, curl thin, and that's what I did. I cut it, and then now we put in pump it up. This is a hairspray that freeze the hair in place. It may seem like I use it with every client, but it all depends the style that I wanna pull out on it, or the style that I wanna maintain on the client. In this case, I just wanna make sure, like right now, I'm gonna try to get where we're gonna be doing the line. So what I do is I use the blow dryer with the heat, but I keep a distance of maybe like 4 or 5 inches. Then I use notice how I switch the comb with the small teeth to divide, to make the natural comb line. So I'm doing the comb, and notice how it's drying. With the small teeth, what it's doing, if it has any excess of water or of the spray, it will kind of like take, makes it more dry quicker. Then I switch it right there to the big teeth, so it could space the hair after it is being dry. I don't want it to be too tight, the hair too tight. So what I do with the bigger teeth of the comb, I open it. You notice the teeth. You notice now. I'm gonna go to the small one, because I noticed that area right there is kind of still a little wet. Then I'm gonna go to the other side, and that area right there, when I see it, is still kind of wet. So what I'm doing with the teeth of the comb, I'm getting all the water out, or all the liquid, whatever it is, from the hairspray or whatever, and in like 30 seconds it's gonna see it's getting tight, that means that the hair is getting freeze, it's getting real nice and tight. So once that it happens, you know what I mean, right there, now I'm gonna go to the front, and now we're gonna lift that part right there. We're gonna lift it up, and we're gonna kind of like lifting it up and then turn it to the side. All right, that's what we're gonna be doing. And then with the hand, we're gonna kind of, you know, style it to it and clean those little hairs that are in the forehead or whatever. And then I see right there. Okay, now we're gonna box it out. I'm gonna use the trimmer, Baby Bliss. Once again, you can find this on Amazon already. I did an open review of this trimmer. You could check in the video. It's okay, it's all right trimmer, but like I said, the blade is kind of thick, so it doesn't. I'm used to it already. I don't know if it's me, but I'm already used to it, to the Andy Slimline Li. The blade, even though it's not as wide as this one, it is though sharper, and that's what I like it. You know, I don't have to go over and over and over. When I do the box out, I start always on the center, so I have a guide, and notice how it's starting to become nice and center. He has the forehead, he has the weird shape of forehead, no offense, but he you know, in order to do the right box out, you gotta go in the corners just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. Now we're doing the line. Notice how it's not, even though I'm passing it, it's not like making the line. If I would have done it with the Andy Slime, it would have make it already with one try. That corner right there, like I said, you know, I just go right there, and then we're gonna clean it out. We're gonna make it more sharper with the blade. But yeah, if I would have left the box out too in, it would have not looked right. So eventually, once I do it with the blade, it's gonna come out the difference. Notice that part that I went in, it was just that part right there, you know what I mean? And we're gonna go against the grain to get those hair. The reason why I have them laying down, that way I could get everything really nice and tight the way that I want to, you know, in order so the shape I could last longer, and everything come out straight. From this angle, I could see everything the right way. Notice even though I went in that corner right there, right, I don't go deeper than that, just that, and I stay as natural possible. Also, if in this case I'm flipping the blade on this climb, also whenever so you don't misunderstand me, I do put new blades with every climb, but I'm saying, you know, you shave right now, and let's say they in the next second you feel that the blade is not actually shaping right, you could take it out and flip it to the other side. That will be the cause, because one side is more sharper than the other side. Most of the time that's what happened. And to utilize the whole blade, that's how I do it too. Notice how I'm staying really outside of the haircut, and I'm shaping it so that I give it more style. Also, you notice how when I stay natural, notice how it's coming nice and sharp and nice, and the box out is coming a lot nicer. Look at how the fade looks in this angle. You see what I'm saying? Everything is coming really nice, and everything is coming nice together. You see the shadow over here, same thing. Look at how nice and crispy the box out is coming. You know what I mean? Right there, and same thing right here. You see, everything is coming together just like I did in the other side, and see the box out is coming perfect. You know, I go every angle. Now I'm gonna get that line right there, you know, right there in that line. Get that line right there, get it clean. I did put some gel, but I let it dry it up a little bit, because when I let it dry it up, it makes a better grip on the blade with the hair. Sometimes if you make it too wet, it turn it slippery, and you don't want that, because then you could skip and make the line thicker. What I'm doing right now, I'm using the trimmer this trimmer once again is the Baby Bliss, to just take those long hair that gets in the weight of the line. And then right now I'm using the Elegance gel. We're gonna add a little bit of it, even though we don't have to, but just so that way it has more style, more what's I call it, we get that wet look. That's how we do it, you know what I mean? We put that, and then of course, you know what I mean, I put it with my hand. I do it barely hands. I don't want like too perfect, and then I wipe the excess of the gel. This is him before the haircut. Okay, this is how he looks. He's all smiling because he knows he's gonna get fresh. And this is how he looks after. See, this is how he looks, and this is how it came out. You know, nice tight fresh fade. Look at the top. We cut it with the scissors, and look at the texture on it. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and you get some of it out of it. All right, peace.